Hello and welcome to Home Building Knowledge TV. So what's a construction loan and how does it work? I'm Jason Lawrence and hopefully I can share some insights with you on what a construction loan is and how it works. So the first thing before you actually go and obtain a construction loan, if you're going to be building a new home in the state of Wisconsin, and maybe there's a couple of other states that require construction loans. Not all states do. Wisconsin is one of the few. So I guess this would be for anybody who is going to possibly be building in the state of Wisconsin. This can possibly help you out. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to try and find a lot. And once you find the property, then you want to start working on finding a floor plan and home pricing and basically getting a solid total together for what the lot and the home is going to cost, so you know how much the project's going to be, and then you can get your financing accordingly. So if you're going to buy a lot and then build right away, the best thing to do would be to find and purchase a lot, find and write an offer on a lot, and set the closing date on the lot far enough out so that you and your builder have enough time to put together the blueprints and the building agreement and give that to the bank. They typically need 30 days from the time you give the bank a blueprint and building agreement to close you on the construction loan. So if you are going to purchase a lot and want to build right away, the best thing to do, which will save you some money in closing costs, would be to close on your construction loan and lot all together in one. So you write an offer on the lot and you set the closing date to be 60 days out. That way you have a month to get together your building contract and your blueprints and give that to the bank. The bank needs a month to do their thing, so there's the 60 days. And now you're closing on the lot and your construction loan together. So you're closing once as opposed to twice, which is of course going to save you some money and just make things, easier overall. So if you're just going to be buying a lot, one thing to know is that most lenders, most banks are going to require that you put down 20%, some 15%, but most are 20%. So if you are going to be buying a $50,000 lot, you're going to need to put down 20% of that $50,000. If you are going to be buying the lot and doing the construction loan package together, then most lenders right now, at least some of the ones that I work with, are only going to require 5% down. So whatever the total of the lot and your home build is going to be, they're going to require that you put down 5%. So how a construction loan works. So you got your lot, you've got your building contract and your blueprints. That all goes to the bank. The bank's going to take 30 days to appraise your blueprint and your construction contract and the lot. You're going to close on your construction loan before the builder starts construction. So it's kind of a little, if you're not familiar with the construction loan, you may kind of wonder why that is. But you're going to close on the construction loan before construction starts. So when you close on the construction loan, all of the money needed for the building project goes into an escrow account that is controlled by a title company. And once the builder starts construction, most likely they're going to take 4 draws. So they're going to draw from that escrow account 4 separate times. Now, while your home is under construction, you're not going to be making a full mortgage payment. A construction loan is an interest-only loan, and it does have a lower interest rate than what a 30-year or a 20-year fixed interest rate is. So basically, once the builder starts construction, they dig the hole, they pour your foundation, they set your steel, and then they backfill the foundation, and now they're going to take the first draw. So they're going to draw will save $35,000 from the escrow account to pay the excavator who dug the hole, the foundation company that put in the basement, and the steel company that set the I-beams. And those contractors will have to go to the title company, sign a lien waiver, and then get their check. And the title company is also going to come out and inspect the job to make sure that that work's been done before they pay the subcontractors. So while the builder takes that draw of $35,000 to pay the subcontractors, you are just going to be paying an interest-only payment on the amount that the builder drew. So if the builder drew $35,000 and your construction loan rate is, say, 2.5%, you are going to be paying 2.5% of that $30,000 that the builder drew. Now, the next draw is going to come up right around the same time that the home is done being framed. At that point, the lumber company that supplied the trusses and supplied the lumber for the home, as well as the framers, are going to need to be paid. So that's draw number 2. The builder is going to take draw number 2 and say that's another $40,000, and they're going to pay the lumber company, they're going to pay the framers. Well, now so far the builder has drawn $35,000 from draw 1 and now $40,000 from draw 2, so he's drawn $75,000 so far. So your second interest-only payment will be based off of $75,000. Now, most builders in our area are going to be done with the home in approximately 6 months, sometimes 5 months, and so it kind of works out to where they only need to take 4 draws. Unless it's a very large home that's going to take, maybe a year or so to build, then there, may end up being 6 or 7 draws that are needed, but 4 draws is pretty typical. The third draw is going to be once the house is insulated and drywalled and they're about to start the finishes. And then the fourth draw will be when the home is completed. Each time the builder takes a draw or is going to take a draw, the title company will come out to inspect and make sure that work has been done. It's not their responsibility to check quality. That's you as the homeowner and the builder. Of course, the building inspector will come through to check things and make sure that everything is per code, but as far as if the builder's taking a draw to pay the lumber company for the windows, the title company is not going to confirm what color of window you picked. So if there's pink windows in the house, the title company is going to come out and see there's windows there. They're going to pay the lumber company. So it's you, the homeowner's job, to inspect and make sure that you're getting the right materials before you sign off on allowing the builder to take that draw. So now the home is done and you are able to go out there and find the best interest rate. So now you're able to convert from your construction loan to a 30-year fixed, a 20-year fixed, a 15-year fixed, whatever you want to do. And with some banks, they will actually allow you to lock into that interest rate for your 30-year fixed, your 20-year fixed, before the home is even completed. The way the things are right now, I wouldn't recommend that. Interest rates are low. They haven't really been rising. So, personally, I would wait until my home is done to lock into an interest rate, because if you do it that way, you're going to get the lowest possible, what they call the street rate. If you lock into your interest rate 60 days before your new home is being built, the bank is taking a risk giving you this interest rate before your home is done yet. And so you're not going to get the lowest possible bottom rate there. So that is pretty much, a construction loan. Now, I am not a lender. I'm not a mortgage broker, so don't take everything I said to the bank. You'll need to actually talk with the lender. And you can reach out to me. I can share with you my preferred lenders, and I'm sure I could even answer some other questions for you as well. If you like this video, please leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I can share with you my preferred lender and some of the other lenders in our area that do a good job with construction loans. For more information on anything pertaining to home building, you can find me on my website, which is www.homebuildingknowledge.com. And you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/homebuildingknowledge. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Home Building Knowledge TV. Take care.